Welcome to Q&A with Q&A. I'm Adam Hall, brand manager at Boulevard Brewing Company. Today with me is Quinn Reeder, our barrel aging program manager, and today we're going to be talking about and drinking Rye on Rye, one of our highest rated rye whiskey barrel aged beers. Rye on Rye started about 15 years ago with a chance encounter with one of our brewers and a local Midwest distiller. And the idea came about of what would it be like if we aged a beer in one of their rye whiskey barrels. So they sent us a couple of barrels and a very limited batch of Rye on Rye was born. Rye on Rye found its way into our year-round barrel-aged portfolio. And with that comes a lot of complications. Quinn, can you tell us a little bit about this beer?
Rye on Rye starts out with, as all of our barrel-aged beers, a base recipe that's intended specifically for this beer. So mostly what's in this base beer is a lot of pale malt, some roasted malts for a little bit of the flavor of toffee and vanilla that you get in it, and we put about 25% rye malt in this to complement the rye whiskey that we're going to be aging it in later.
I know in the world of barrel aging beers, there's a process of blending in fresh beer before the final product goes out. This beer is 100% barrel aged.
So every ounce of Rye on Rye that you're going to get in a bottle has sat in a barrel. And we realized that the biggest struggle with making this a year-round release beer was actually sourcing enough rye whiskey barrels to be able to age this quantity. And we had to figure out a good source of rye whiskey barrels that were up to our standards and were consistent enough to where we could make this a year-round beer for everyone.
Well, that work has paid off because Rye on Rye is one of our highest rated beers in our portfolio. I think the reason for that is that it's such a drinkable barrel-aged beer. It has a lot of characteristics that make it great for pairing with foods. So you have the spicy rye, you have vanilla, you got a little bit of toffee. It's boozy, there's a lot of carbonation. This works well before a meal, it works well with the meal, or occasions like these.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.